Hi, I'm Mike McGregor. I just want to give you an introduction into who I am and what I do. I'm a coach and a counsellor, and my purpose is to help other people reach their fullest potential. Now, that term, fullest potential, what does that mean? And I find the best way to explain that is that we all contain a seed of genius. And this seed of genius has talents and gifts and capabilities, and really it has a shape that we're able to move into eventually in this life. Now, probably the best analogy here would be seeds on the ground falling off a tree. Those seeds all contain the instructions to become another tree. Yet, if they're not in the right conditions, they will never do so. So the seed may fall on the ground and just lay there and eventually not take hold at all. The seed might become buried in shallow soil. And what we would find there is a tree that isn't fully formed, isn't capable of fully reaching its potential. Or we might find a seed that falls in the right place with the right conditions, the right amount of rain and sunshine and shelter and the right soil. And of course, that tree will now grow into a fully grown, healthy tree. So we're exactly the same. There's actually no difference whatsoever in that analogy between the seed and with you. So have a think about that in your life and just see whether some of that perhaps rings true for you. And the question that I ask behind my work essentially is, what are the right conditions that you require? And what is that full shape that you're moving towards? For many of us, those answers are not clear at this point, and that is completely okay. What I do is I work out where the restrictions are and where the conditions are not right with you, so that you can help create those conditions and you can remove those restrictions. That then lets you move towards that fullest form, the full tree that is healthy and at its maximum height. Now, the way to do that essentially is through the coaching and the counselling combination that I offer. On the counselling side, what we do is we do inner work. We locate where those restrictions and blockages are internally. And I would say 80–90% of the work is actually in that realm. The conditions that we're talking about for growth are not necessarily external conditions the way they are for a tree. They're actually, for us humans, internal conditions. So are we holding resentment and judgment and fear in ourselves? Are we holding stories from the past? Are we holding and telling ourselves lies from the past? And the answer for virtually everybody is yes, we are. Well, each of those are limiting our growth and limiting our ability to reach our potential because that condition inside of us is not ready or right for our full growth. So my work essentially is around working internally, locating those areas, and often bringing healing and resolution to those areas through a number of modalities, such as inner child work, what's called internal family systems or parts work. There's also somatic work as well that we can do. On the other hand, externally with coaching, that's a powerful ally to counselling. And on the coaching side, we do things like actions and accountability, and we might look at frameworks or different models and next steps and impact ultimately, because ultimately all of this is about having an impact and living a happier, freer life.